Backpropagation algorithm. So the basic algorithm in which the multi-layer perceptron operates is nothing but the backpropagation algorithm. Let us consider an output neuron J at nth iteration. Then the error signal is defined by Ej of n is equal to Dj of n minus Yj of n. Let us consider this as equation 1. So where we already know that this Dj of n is the desired output at the jth neuron, which is the output neuron, and Yj of n is the actual output, and the error signal is the difference of the desired output and actual output. Then let us define the instantaneous value of error energy for the neuron J at nth iteration, which is given by E of n is equal to half Ej of n square. Let us consider this as equation A. Then what will be the total error energy? It is nothing but summing this half Ej of n square over all the neurons in the output layer, right? So the total error energy E of n will be the half of sigma Ej square of n, where J belongs to the set C. So here C is nothing but it includes all the neurons in the output layer of the network. So let us assume that this is our equation 2. Then let us define the average squared error energy, which is defined by EAV. So EAV is equals to 1 by n summation E of n, where this n ranges from 1 to n. So here capital N is the number of patterns contained in the training set, and E of n is the instantaneous energy, and therefore the average error energy EAV is a function of all the free parameters of the network. So these free parameters are nothing but the synaptic weights and bias levels. So let this equation be equation 3. So now for a given training set, the EAV represents the cost function as a measure of learning performance. And now what is the objective? The objective of the learning process is to adjust the free parameters of the network, that is the synaptic weights and bias levels, to minimize EAV. So to do this minimization, we use an approximation similar to that we have used for the derivation of LMS algorithm. So here we consider the simple method of training in which the updation of weights takes place in pattern by pattern basis until one epoch has been completed, that is until one complete presentation of the entire training set has been dealt with. So the adjustments to the weights are made in accordance with the respective errors computed for each pattern. Let us now see the signal flow graph of the output neuron J. So it looks like this. If you see here, the inputs to this neuron J are the output signals produced by the neurons in the previous layer, right? So if you see here, this is the snapshot. Let us assume that this is our neuron J. So the inputs to this neuron J are the outputs produced by these neurons. So these lines depict the outputs from the neurons in the previous layer. So if you see here, the output from this particular neuron is going to the neuron J, and also parallelly it will be going to the other neurons also in the next layer, right? So for this is the reason we have written arrow marks like this. So here also the output, one of the outputs is going to neuron J, and the other signals will be going to the other neurons, right? Okay. So the induced local field Vj of n can be written as the summation Wji of n, so which is nothing but nth iteration times yi of n. So let us assume that this is equation 4. As already told, here the yi belongs to the layer which is previous to the output neuron J. So these are all the yi values which are previous to the output neuron J. Now if you see, the actual output Yj of n is now written as Yj of n is equal to phi j of Vj of n. So that is nothing but the activation function of Vj of n, because see now we are getting the output as a function of the activation function of Vj of n. This is equation number 5. So all the equations which we have derived till now will be used in the further analysis. As already discussed, in the way similar to LMS algorithm, the backpropagation algorithm applies the correction to the synaptic weights Wji of n as follows. So here the correction to the synaptic weights Wji of n, which is given by delta Wji of n, is proportional to the partial derivative dou E of n by dou Wji of n. So now according to the chain rule of calculus, we express this gradient, that is dou E of n by dou Wji of n is equal to dou E of n by dou Ej of n into dou Ej of n by dou Yj of n into dou Yj of n by dou Vj of n into dou Vj of n by dou Wji of n. So if we solve all these partial derivatives, then we will be getting the dou E of n by dou Wji of n value. Let us now consider solving dou E of n by dou Ej of n. So to get dou E of n by dou Ej of n, we are going to differentiate the equation A. So what is the equation A? So here we have equation A, that is the instantaneous value of error energy E of n is equal to half Ej square of n. So differentiating this equation with respect to the error signal Ej of n will give the following, right? So if you see, this gives the following: dou E of n by dou Ej of n is equal to Ej of n. Next, to get the value of dou Ej of n by dou Yj of n, we differentiate the equation 1. So this is the equation 1 on both sides with respect to Yj of n. So dou Ej of n by dou Yj of n will give us the value -1. So if you see here, dou Ej of n by dou Yj of n equal to -1. We are not considering dj of n because dj of n is not going to vary with respect to Yj of n. So simply we will be getting the value -1. As a next step, we want to consider dou Yj of n by dou Vj of n. That is, to get the value of dou Yj of n by dou Vj of n, we differentiate this equation 5 on both sides with respect to Vj of n. So what will be the value? Dou Yj of n by dou Vj of n is equal to, so the differentiation of this function will give us phi dash of Vj of n. So if you see here, dou Yj of n by dou Vj of n is equal to phi dash of Vj of n. Next, to get the value of dou Vj of n by dou Wji of n, we differentiate this equation 4 on both sides with respect to Wji of n. So this gives us dou Vj of n by dou Wji of n is equal to Yi of n. So if you see here, dou Vj of n by dou Wji of n equal to Yi of n. So finally substituting all these values which we have computed, now they are placed in these places, right? So now the value of dou E of n by dou Wji of n will be, so here dou E of n by dou Wji of n is equal to minus, so this one, Ej of n, because dou E of n by dou Ej of n is equal to Ej of n into, and this value is phi dash j of Vj of n, and this value is Yi of n. Now the correction applied to the weights Wji of n, which is given by delta Wji of n, is defined by the delta rule. Delta Wji of n is equal to minus eta into dou E of n by dou Wji of n. So here, where eta is the learning rate parameter of the backpropagation algorithm. Here the use of minus sign represents that the negative direction to the direction of the gradient. So now the value of delta Wji of n can be given by substituting the value of dou E of n by dou Wji of n from this equation. So by substituting these values we will be having, so this minus and this minus will be having plus. So the value of delta Wji of n will be equal to eta into Ej of n into phi dash of Vj of n into Yi of n. So this gives us this value. So delta Wj of n is equal to eta into Ej of n into phi j dash of Vj of n times Yi of n. So this term, which is nothing but the error multiplied by the derivative of the activation function, is expressed as delta j of n. So we are substituting this entire term with delta j of n. So finally delta Wji of n will become eta into delta j of n times Yi of n. Actually delta j is the local gradient, which is originally defined as delta j of n is equals to minus of derivative of this error energy, which is dou E of n with respect to Vj of n, which is the input to the activation function. So this can be written as minus of dou E of n by dou Ej of n into dou Ej of n by dou Yj of n into dou Yj of n by dou Vj of n. The value of this term is Ej of n, and the value of the second term, that is dou Ej of n by dou Yj of n, is minus 1. So that minus and this minus will be now plus, okay. And now the value of dou Yj of n by dou Vj of n is phi dash of Vj of n. So we substitute here phi dash of Vj of n. So finally dou j of n value will be Ej of n times the phi j dash of Vj of n. So let us assume that this is equation 6. So now with respect to the local gradient delta j of n, we can now express the change of weights delta Wji of n is equal to eta into delta j of n into Yi of n. So that is delta Wji of n is equal to eta times the local gradient delta j of n times Yi of n. So this Yi of n is the input to the neuron j. So as if you observe in this diagram, this Yi of n is the input to the neuron j. So since Yi of n is the known value and eta is the given learning rate, so what we have to find here? We have to find out the delta j of n, which is nothing but the local gradient. So the question is how to compute the local gradient value. So the local gradient is computed depending upon the location of the neuron j. Case 1 is when the neuron j is an output node, that is when the neuron j belongs to the output layer. So in this case delta j of n can be easily calculated from this equation. So which is given by delta j of n is equal to Ej of n into phi j dash of Vj of n. So as the neuron is located in the output layer of the network, so we use the error signal equation Ej of n is equal to Dj of n minus Yj of n, that is the error signal is calculated like this, okay. So having determined this error signal, it is straightforward for us to calculate the local gradient, which is given by delta j of n is equal to Ej of n into phi j dash of Vj of n. But now the second case is when the neuron j is a hidden neuron, that is this neuron j belongs to the hidden layer. So if you see here, when the neuron j is located in the hidden layer of the network, there is no specific desired response for this neuron, and then accordingly the error signal for this hidden neuron j has to be determined recursively in terms of error signals of all the neurons to which this hidden neuron j is directly connected to. So at this point the development of backpropagation algorithm gets complicated. So if you see, this is the neuron k which is in the output layer and this is the neuron j which is in the hidden layer. So now we have to compute the local gradient delta j of n for the hidden neuron j, which is given by delta j of n is equal to minus dou E of n by dou Vj of n. So which can be written as minus dou E of n by dou Yj of n into dou Yj of n by dou Vj of n, which in turn can be written as minus dou E of n by dou Yj of n, and this value we have already determined previously, right? So this is phi j dash of Vj of n. So let us assume that this is equation 7. Now to calculate the partial derivative dou E of n by dou Yj of n, now we will proceed as follows. Now the error energy E of n can be given as half of summation Ek square n. So when we are discussing about the error, all the time the error is computed at the output layer only. So this error here we have at the output layer is Ek of n. So finally the total error energy is given by half summation Ek square n. So we mark it as equation 8. So from this let us calculate dou E of n by dou Yj of n, that is the partial derivative with respect to Yj of n will be giving us sigma over k Ek into dou Ek of n by dou Yj of n. Now this value can again be expressed as dou Ek of n by dou Vk of n into dou Vk of n by dou Yj of n. Let this be equation 9. And also we know that the error at the output neuron k is given by Ek of n equal to dk of n minus yk of n. So which in turn gives rise to dk of n minus, what is the value of yk of n? It is nothing but the activation function of vk of n, that is yk of n is equal to phi of vk of n. So we write this as phi k of vk of n, and let this be equation 10. Now differentiating this error with respect to the local induced field, dou Ek of n by dou Vk of n will be giving us phi k dash of Vk of n. So let us call this minus phi k dash of Vk of n as equation 11. Now for the output neuron k, the induced local field Vk of n is equal to sigma j equal to 0 to m Wkj of n into Yj of n. Let this be equation 12. Here m is the total number of inputs applied to the neuron k. So now differentiating partially the induced local field with respect to Yj of n, this gives us dou Vk of n by dou Yj of n is equal to Wkj of n. Let this be equation 13. Now rewriting the equation 9 which we have here, dou E of n by dou Yj of n is equal to minus sigma Ek of n into, what is the value of dou Ek of n by dou Vk of n? Phi k dash into Vk of n, that is minus phi k dash into Vk of n. So that is the reason we got it here. And then what is the value of dou Vk of n by dou Yj of n? It is Wkj of n. So finally dou E of n by dou Yj of n is equal to minus sigma. Now what is the value of this Ek of n into phi k dash of Vk of n from the equation 6? So if you observe the equation 6 here, it is equal to delta j of n. So replacing this value, now we are dealing with the output neuron k. So that is reason we are writing this delta k of n into Wkj of n. So let us this be equation 14. So now what is our aim? We wanted to calculate the delta j of n, that is the local gradient of the hidden neuron j, right? So this is minus dou E of n by dou Yj of n into phi j dash of Vj of n. So now here we got the value of dou E of n by dou Yj of n. So from the equation 7, what is the value of dou j of n? So if you see in equation 7, dou j of n is equal to minus dou E of n by dou Yj of n into phi j dash of Vj of n. So we have already computed this value. What is the value of dou E of n by dou Yj of n? This is the value. So substituting this value in this one, we will be getting phi j dash of Vj of n into sigma delta k of n into Wkj of n. So let this be the equation 15. So now if you observe here, we are expressing the local gradient, that is delta j of n of the hidden layer neuron j in terms of the local gradient of the output layer neuron K. In the starting, we told that in the diagram, if you see here, local gradient value of this neuron J in terms of the local gradient of the output layer neuron. So assuming that the output layer consists of ml neurons, okay, so this is the local gradient of the neuron J, and this is an output neuron 1, this is output neuron 2, and so on up to output neuron K, and so on up to output neuron ml. So now the local gradient of this particular neuron J now can be expressed in the terms of the local gradients of all these neurons in the output layer. So now we are successful in expressing this local gradient value in terms of the local gradient of the output layer of neurons. So now summarizing our discussion, the delta Wj of n is now defined by the delta rule, which is nothing but the correction in weights delta Wj of n is given by, that is, it is equal to learning rate parameter eta into the local gradient delta j of n into the input signal of the neuron j yi of n. And the second point we have discussed is the local gradient of the neuron j, that is delta j of n, depends on whether this neuron j belongs to the output node or to the hidden node. If the neuron j belongs to the output node, what is the value of this local gradient? Delta j of n equal to Ej of n into phi j dash of Vj of n. But if the neuron j is not the output neuron, that is the hidden node or a hidden neuron, then the local gradient of the hidden neuron delta j of n can be expressed as follows. So this is all about the back propagation algorithm. Thank you.